Hi, Sagittarius. What's the vibes? I'm sending you all beautiful energy, healing, love, and light. I want to thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes and your love and support. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe so that I can tap into your energy, and also like the video to help push it to the people who may need to see it. Now, Sag, I was picking up that you could be coming to an end in, whatever relationship phase you could have been in, the relationship era you could have been in. I'm getting but regardless of you coming into separation with your person, I'm getting like you guys are always going to have this love for one another. You get what I'm saying? Like you guys are always going to be like, even though you guys aren't together, even though you guys are separated, this person is always going to be like your boo. They're always going to have that special place in your heart, I'm getting. So let's go ahead and clarify this. Not exactly. Let's clarify. Okay. So yeah. So with separation coming to mind and girl with a snake, I'm picking up there's boundaries at play. Someone is putting boundaries at play, whether it's you or this person that you share connection with. I'm not really picking up deception, but there could be a narcissist involved. There could be someone who's full of themselves. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you sabotaged the relationship or your person sabotaged the relationship, but picking up the narcissist energy, and someone could be full of themselves, and the relationship could have been one-sided. With chaser also at the bottom. So I'm not sure if you were the chaser or your person was the chaser, but I'm getting that the connection has come to an end. Although someone could want to rebuild it. Although things may have ended, you guys may have separated, there's someone, or both of you guys could have or could want to rebuild the connection, but there's just something there's a boundary at play. There's just something that's, you know what I mean? Like, you see this candle in the middle, and it's like it's keeping these two candle holders from being together. There's a boundary with this representing the boundary. There's just something in the middle that's keeping you two from being together. It's keeping you two from rebuilding is what I'm trying to say. But with clock up here, I'm getting this situation needs time. Yeah, I'm getting that this situation needs time. Someone needs to take the time out to heal first before you guys can even come back and consider rebuilding the situation. I'm getting someone doesn't want to string the other person along, or someone could be getting strung along, because there's one person who doesn't want to give up, or there could be another person who may not want to give up either, but they understand that they have to. And because they understand that they have to, they may kind of string the other person along as if they're going to be able to rebuild, but that's really not the case right now, because someone is standing firm on their boundaries, I'm getting. Yeah, let's go ahead and verify. Someone could have a lot of options. Clarify, girl, to sneak. Okay, so I'm not sure if this was a connection that was based around sexual ties, sexual energy, but I'm getting that's what has come to an end. Yeah, someone was inspired to take action to end this sexual connection for one reason or the other. There could have been one person in the connection who was all about themselves, and then the other person was all about the other person. And so that's why there's this boundary at place in the person. There's someone in the connection that's choosing to take action to put an end to, I guess, this one-sided relationship. They're choosing to go into hermit mode. They're choosing to do some self-introspection, to do some healing, some soul searching, because this isn't what they aspire to have. This could have been like a codependent relationship. It could have been heavily sexually based or sexually driven. There was some addiction, some attachment here. Someone could be figuring out their sexuality or whatever have you. And although you see, okay, maybe I shouldn't be showing you these cards like this, but you see these two people are bound together, but there's still a barrier in between them. You get what I'm saying? There's still a boundary in between them, similar to this, what I was trying to explain here with these two candle holders and that candle being right there. This is the boundary that is at play, where these two can't come together how they once were, or how one person desires to. I'm getting. Clarify camera. Yeah, someone was burdened. Someone was burdened. They understood that, you know, I'm getting they were trying to rebuild the connection, but someone else sabotaged the connection, and it became too much of a burden for the other person. You know, the one person in the relationship ended up having to bear the burden of the other person's actions, and it just became too much. It literally, this is also Sagittarius energy, it literally put them in a place where they had to choose themselves. I'm not sure if this is you or your person, but somebody in the connection just felt like this was way too burdensome. They just didn't want to deal with the extra responsibility anymore. Although, you know, I'm getting they gave it their all. They did the best that they could do, considering the circumstance. But I'm getting it was like one person was left to bear the burdens, while the other person, who actually is the cause of the burdens, escape that extra work. Because you just see one person here with all these, you know, with all these wands that they have to, you know, it's taking them out. It's giving back pain. It's giving they tired. Not this person don't have no shoes on, child. Okay, they do have on shoes. But yeah, it's just giving, they are hard at work, and it's like, it's that type of back-breaking labor that really is like, when they finally get done, it's like they're done. Like, they gotta go sit down, they gotta recoup for a day or two. Like, they really gotta go into this hermit. They really gotta go into hermit mode to get back to, you know, to get their energy back, because it was so draining. I'm getting. Clarified clock. What needs time? What needs time? Okay. So it's going to take time to resolve this disagreement. It's going to take time to resolve this conflict. Yeah, someone is extremely tired, whether it be from the competition, whether it be from the competition and the hard work. You get what I'm saying? Where, you know, what comes to mind is like you're dealing with a person who's like, it's always one thing after another, whether it's the cheating, whether it's the, you know, getting themselves into trouble, legal trouble, or whatever the case is. It's just literally one thing after another. This is a lot of fire energy. I mean, it's fire after fire after fire, with Sagittarius being in the middle. Leo, Cancer, and more Leo. So these seasons could be significant, or you could be dealing with these signs, or you could have these placements, or your person could have these placements. But yeah, like the way I'm rubbing my head right now, it was just like this thing was giving one person, like you're giving them migraines. Like they probably aged a couple of years just dealing with, with one person dealing with the other person and their whatever they had going on, their issues, their just, could have been a lot of arguing, disagreements, and conflict, strife. I'm not getting this was like a friendly competition. I don't know if someone was competing with the other person, if this was like a competitive relationship, but I'm just getting it. It's not giving healthy. And hence on why there's boundaries at play. Hence on why someone decided to walk away and choose themselves and love on themselves and heal and do some self-introspection. They had to meditate. They had to see what it is they want in life. This is big Virgo energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo as well. But they decided ultimately this wasn't for them. They want love. They had to make the choice to choose to love themselves and make plans towards receiving this new beginning in love and things of that nature. And they couldn't do that if they stayed in this connection. They couldn't have this life that they desired. One person, as much as they loved the other person, they just couldn't see themselves having this, like, the life that they dreamed of with this person anymore. It was just too burdensome, and to the point where they had to walk away and choose themselves, because ultimately they were obviously lacking in self-love to even be dealing with this, number one. And then number two, in order to obtain the love that they desire and deserve, they had to choose themselves, put themselves first, and that meant walking away from this connection. Although they could very much still love, the other person could love you guys could still love each other and have a lot of love for each other. But it's like, one person just couldn't take it anymore. It was too much. It was way too much for anyone. And rightfully so is what I'm getting. You gotta do what's best for you at the end of the day. Ooh, sorry. This could have been a twin flame. So heavy on, and that's another thing with these twin flame connections. It's like people don't understand how yeah, this is certified. Someone's dealing with their twin flame here, because it's like you have this connection that you don't have with anybody else with them, and it's hard for you to explain. But it also comes with a lot of work, and oftentimes there's, we've seen chaser come out, and that's exactly what it is. It's like one person is always chasing the other while the other person is running, and then oops, boom, a light bulb goes off in their head, and they see that the person was their one true love, and then now the person that was running is now chasing the other person. The person that was chasing is now running because they decided to love themselves, and that this wasn't what they wanted. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, and it gets hectic, and it's like, woo. It's this 10 of Wands energy. Twin flame relationships, connections they always give this 10 of Wands energy. It's just so burdensome. It's not for the weak. I can say that, and there's tons and tons of lessons that you have to learn from one another, and it's just hard. It's easier said than done. It's a lot of pain involved. I can tell you that, guarantee you that. That passion the passion be there. It be lit in the bedroom, but outside that bedroom, child, please. It's like, yeah, I'm good. And it's like, no matter what, no matter the disagreement, no matter the argument, no matter what happens, you're always going to have love for this person. Why? Because this is your twin flame. You understand? This is your yin to your yang. You guys, you know what I mean? I spoke on not being evenly yoked. So it's essentially like, ooh, okay. It's essentially like, it's like, you know how people have twins and they can look exactly alike, but they're like the complete opposite. So that's like your twin flame. You understand? And yes, opposites attract. And yes, when you're both healed and healthy, you complement one another, but it takes a lot of work to become healed and healthy. And that's not something that just happens overnight. Even though this could be someone later on in life that you marry, this could be someone you were married to. This is someone you wanted to marry. You saw like a blissful life with this person, but there were also things you weren't seeing. You know, behind this is what you wanted, but it might not be what you needed. You understand? This might not be the person you need to be married to. Although you desire to be married to this person, you want it, the love was strong as hell, that's for sure. The connection was deep and strong as hell. You know, it's one of those undescribable type of things. But there was just a lot of healing that needed to take place, still needs to take place, which is why one person decided to walk away from the other. Yeah, heavy on the attraction. I'm not taking that away from you or your person. You guys were obviously heavy attracted to one another, but at the end of the day, there was unrequited love. There was more attraction than chemistry, or there was more chemistry than attraction, or there wasn't enough of either to keep the relationship going. Or I'm getting it ended up, you know, the attraction and the chemistry that you had for one another, it just wasn't enough to sustain. There was more that was needed besides attraction and chemistry. Like, what about finances? What about, you know, mental health? What does that look like? You know what I mean? We can all benefit from practicing in having mentally and physically healthy lifestyles, but some more than others. And again, with unrequited love, I'm getting like heavy on, there was someone in the connection putting in more than the other. This could be someone you have kids with. This could be someone who needs to heal their childhood wounds. Whatever have you. But regardless, I am a light in the world. So although this is hard to deal with, hard to experience, you could be just, you know, when someone goes into hermit mode, it's because they have been hurt to a degree where they have to take a step back from the world and really go deep into repairing themselves. It's important for this person to have solitude at this time. So not only can they heal themselves from, you know, the losses, the injuries, and the things that they had to experience, but also to gain a new perspective. Also to see that there's a need for them to change some things around in their life. And I just don't think that there's a coincidence that I'm a light in the world. And this fell out as I was shuffling twice. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here, and I wasn't even finished shuffling. I put the card to the side and I continued to shuffle. But I just felt like someone needs to know that they are a light in the world. You understand? And that's the coincidence that I find in this coming and this being on the bottom is that if you pay attention to the hermit is surrounded by darkness, but they act as the light. You understand? And so although there's darkness surrounding them, they are the light, and the light being wisdom, experience, knowledge, and they apply it and they utilize it and they depend on it. Because when you're surrounded by darkness, this light is critical. It guides the path forward for you. You can't see your path forward without that light. And notice that they're not looking back. They're focused on this light. You see what I'm saying? They are focused. This is their eyes right here. This is the light. I'm trying to give you, I'm using this card like to show you that that's what they're focused on. That's what they're looking at to help guide them forward. And I'm getting that's what you need right now. You need to do some self introspection. You need to separate yourself from the world. You are your person. Or both of you, honestly. You need to be alone. You need to listen to your inner guidance. You need to seek truth. You need to meditate. Like the Hermit is one of the wisest in the deck. They exude wisdom. They exude knowledge. Because guess that's what you gain when you're by yourself. It's like you see things in a way you didn't see things before. All right, in here I can get a few more for you guys so I can wind the video up because I think that is like everything right there. Not gonna hold you. Connect with your emotions. Yeah. Heavy on someone needs to really go into hermit mode and just kind of disconnect from themselves and, you know, connect with their emotions, how they're feeling, how are they processing this phase that they're going through, this phase that they're leaving out of and entering into a new one. How is that affecting them right now? Look into healing these family issues, and in order to heal those family issues, you do have to be connected with your emotions and how you're feeling and how whatever transpired made you feel. But also know that the divine has you. So to continue to trust in the divine and take care of yourself. I mean, all of this really intertwines with the Hermit. The Hermit is taking care of themselves. That's why they're by themselves. There's nothing. They only have themselves and their staff and their light, which the light represents wisdom and knowledge. My sexuality is sacred. So someone could be experiencing sexuality issues. We did see that earlier. So someone could, give me a second. Someone could be battling with their sexuality. Maybe they don't know exactly what it is that they want, and that's okay. That's why there's a need for you to heal whatever family issues and also tap into your emotions. Don't just bury your emotions. You know what I'm saying? I'm surrounded by angels. Know that, again. Know that the divine, your angels, your ancestors, they are protecting you at this time. I know it may seem hard, but it's all for your making. Okay? I make way for miracles. You are a miracle, I'm getting. And miracles are coming to you. Hence on when you're in this hermit mode and you separate and you gain knowledge, you know what I mean? You are opening a path for the divine to rain down blessings on you because they understand that you have been doing the work and you are ready to receive them. Because not only are you going to be able to so that you can not only obtain them, but you can maintain them. I'm so sorry, I had a brain fart. I don't know what just happened. I had like I wish I could explain what happened, but I had a brain fart. Like Mercury retrograde. Well, I just need one child. Gold digger. So someone was just using you for your money, or you could have been using someone else for their money, whatever the case is. But yeah, it's time for you to move on, or your person to move on. But just have patience. Everything is working out for your divine, your higher good. And the divine has his hands over you and your life, okay? We all have purpose. Every life has purpose. And know that you have one. Know that you are the light in the world, okay? And everything's going to be okay. Whether it feels like it right now or not. Just know and trust that it will. And that this separation that has occurred between you and your person was for the best. It needed to happen so that you can grow. There's something that you need to learn. There's knowledge, wisdom that you need to gain. And you could only gain it by being by yourself. You couldn't gain it with with this connection or these people and things surrounding you. You're going to be able to heal your family issues being by yourself. You're going to be able to obtain these miracles, once you disconnect from other people and be by yourself, because these miracles and blessings aren't meant for any and everybody anyway. They're meant for you, and the divine is preparing you for that right now. So just look at it from glass half full perspective, okay? But I'm sending you all much love. For bookings, please email me at the email down below, 2and22tarot@gmail.com. Remember, these readings are for the general public. I started to say the greater good. Jesus help me. Yeah, so I don't know why I was about to say that, but if you want a personal reading, you must book with my email for donations. My Cash App will also be down below. Again, love and light to you, Sagittarius. Until next time.